Can I
Um,
just say thank you for like, because it's hard to come on when you've not been around, and it's hard when you're struggling to say, hey, I feel like I'm failing. I know that like the expectations are out there. I have them, you have them, whatever. And I signed up for this, and clearly I'm not as successful in it right now as I wanted to be, but here I am. So thank you for at least like on the days that, because you don't want to come. You don't want to show up when you're not doing as good as what you want to be. So I appreciate the fact that you're at least still very welcoming and you remind us that we're not perfect and it's okay. So I appreciate that.
do you struggle to stay consistent with healthy eating and just want food decisions to be easy, guilt free, and sustainable? You're in the right place. I'm Chelsea, nutritionist and fitness coach who overcame restrictive yo yo dieting and body image insecurities using simple nutrition tools, all backed by biblical principles. And now I help women like you find that same freedom with food so you can feel confident in the look and health of your body for decades to come. I'm ready to dive in with you. So open your notes app and let's go. This episode is a special one. We are officially 100 episodes in on nutrition for Christian women. And gosh, I am just so humbled. The show has actually grown every single month since we launched in July of 2025. So thank you so much for listening and for sharing with your circle of people. I truly believe that God is using this show in ways that I don't even know. So thank you for being here. In honor of episode 100, today we're doing something a little bit different. I decided to share snapshots of 2 different support calls with my nutrition clients. I wanted to give you a real peek into what nutrition coaching can look like on a personalized level. The first one is with a client who travels a lot for work. So we go through the logistics of staying consistent with healthy eating, even while traveling. And then the second call is with a client who was feeling a bit discouraged about her progress and really her inconsistency. And that call is all about mindset support. And if after listening to this episode, you feel like this is the kind of nutrition coaching you've been praying for, head over to coachrain.com/strategy to book your healthy meals strategy session with me today. Again, that's coachreign.com/strategy. And let's get you the ultra personalized support that actually makes a difference in your life. And now, welcome to Nutrition for Christian Women. So, you leave on Thursday.
hmm
Tell me the nature of your trip.
Okay, so I have 2 trips in the near future. So Thursday through Sunday. So this one is me going to visit graduate programs. So um Friday is going to be hectic. I'm not getting a hotel. I have a red eye. So I'll fly into Philly and then heading to New York. So I think that's gonna be the hardest day. And then I'm staying with a cousin in New York, thankfully, so I'll be able to like I can ask her to like go to the grocery store. She's also like gluten free and we have like similar mindsets. So I'm sure I can avoid like eating out like Saturday and Sunday with her. But Friday is going to be definitely like go macro bars and then whatever we kind of talk about. Because I'll probably be eating at the event that I'm at all day. Um, so yeah, that's the first trip. And then we could talk about like my typical work week when I travel for work, which that'll start Monday night. Um, but would love some. I'll explain my my work travel, but that'll pick up next week and then all of December.
Okay.
So
Okay, first things first, the first trip.
yeah.
A couple things. When you are flying, know that you can bring food with you. This is
hmm
something that I did not know until like
Oh
well
yeah.
into adult life. You can bring protein, you can even bring fresh vegetables in a bag, fruit, all that stuff. Things you generally want to avoid, I found out the hard way, are like cans of tuna. One, you don't really want to be the person opening a can of tuna in an airplane anyway. But two, like TSA does not like that stuff. But You can do like epic bars, like the jerky bars are really good. I always take those because inevitably on the plane, people get snacks, and like when everyone else is opening their peanuts and you can smell it, that's when I bring my jerky bar out because
Hmm. Yeah.
it's a really good source of protein. What was the other one? Chomps bars, Paleo Valley.
Yep, I do chomps.
Okay, so we can always get protein that way. The other thing you could do is if you're eating, well, you said you have a red eye. But how long are you going to be eating in the airport at all?
I don't anticipate it. Just because, yeah, I don't anticipate it. So I'd love maybe have like a full day of eating like Wednesday. That's a good reminder. Like I can take like dinner basically because you can take like rice. You just can't take oatmeal and yogurt. I learned the hard way. They don't like those. I know, it's really annoying. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'll do for like breakfast, like that morning, basically. Because I get at 5. My event starts at 9. So I was just gonna go to my office and work in that city. So backpacking.
It might be a situation where you kind of have like a not breakfast food breakfast. So again, like you
Mm.
eat jerky bars for your protein. You can have a bag of carrots with you for your veggies. Maybe it like an apple or something for your starch and some nuts and seeds. Kind of like I feel like I just described like an adult Lunchable in a way. But you could do that to just check off the diamond meal boxes and get something not detrimental for you
Yeah,
before like things open up and all that stuff. So if it were me, that's what I would do is just kind of pack those things that keep, don't need refrigeration. Is it going to be your favorite meal ever? Probably not, but you're going to feel better afterwards than like getting, a McMuffin, right?
hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
That's kind of what I would do. If you have to eat in the airport, what I would say is you can look up restaurants and menus at the airport that you're going to be at. So even if it's not for this trip and future trips, like I would literally plan out if you're going to be at an airport for a while, which restaurant should you patron while you're there, and you can plan out your exact diamond meal. Uh,
yeah.
Definitely done that before. I've done that sitting on the tarmac.
I do that sometimes. Like I'll look and see where can I run between transfers and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know at least for this one. But for work, so my job consists of traveling typically Tuesday through Thursday. In right now, I'll be in North Carolina, Raleigh. Never been, so I don't know what food options are there, but I typically try to get like a sweet green or something like that for like lunch. Breakfasts, I don't know, recently I got into like egg bites from Starbucks, just to see if I can, but those aren't really filling. So I definitely would like some suggestions there. And I have like ordered groceries to my hotel as well. I'm just not never really in it. Depending on the client, I can be in the office for 12 hours. So not really in the hotel. So I guess that's like a snapshot of my work schedule and
Yeah.
travel.
I think the options that are akin to sweet green are really stellar. The only thing there is you're probably not going to get enough protein.
Yeah.
Order like a double portion of protein, but that's a really good option for like your midday thing where you really can't, you can't leave if you're in the middle of working with a client. I would say if you've got access to a fridge and stuff for a hotel, I think it's worth still getting groceries and then bring a lunchbox. Like bring things with you.
Hmm.
I've definitely done I'll fly in, I'll Uber to a grocery store, I'll make like a salad from a salad bar or pick up yesterday's rotisserie chicken from the cooler, a salad in a bag, a fruit, nuts and seeds, and I'll just make that for whatever meal, like a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But have things in your fridge in your hotel that you can default to instead of having to go out. The less we can go out, the better.
Yeah.
And then when we do go out, especially since this is such a regular thing for you, we'll just make it the best possible choice and still make diamond meals. But I would, if you can, if you have the opportunity to get groceries, that's the ideal. Because what we want is to make what you do every day at home. We want to recreate that as best as possible while traveling.
Hmm.
So if that means we can bring it all to the hotel room and then grab a bag from the hotel, fill it with ice, you bring your own lunchbox, that's like your cooler for the day, and you bring your groceries with you to the office, then you at least have something you know you can depend on and you've got good
Yeah.
nourishment. And then I don't know, is there ever the time where you end up eating out with your clients? Like like there's usually like a schmoozy thing, right?
That's typically that was another thing. If I'm not eating out, like it's typically dinner, but if I'm not eating out with the client, it's with my team. This is a new team, so sometimes it's every night or sometimes it's once a week, especially depending on budget. So I'm hoping budget's low, so I don't have to eat out every night. But I already told myself like I'm not drinking throughout the week to limit like the inflammation in my body right now. And being very smart about my gluten intake because you know my sensitivity. So those are two things that I'm gonna like eliminate if I have to eat out, and then I'll definitely try to make it like a diamond meal if possible.
It's always possible. It's just the quality of which or the ideal enjoyment of which can sometimes be in question if we're eating out. But
Yeah.
you know, you have some important health things to keep priority. So I would say too, you can use that to your advantage to kind of have influence on where you guys go. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. I've
so,
done that before too. Like
but
no pasta. I'm like, no, I can't eat that. Like we'll go somewhere else.
we live in a world now where food sensitivities are like they're not faux pas. Like you can be pretty open about those things.
Yeah.
So use that to your advantage and skew your situation so that you don't have to be like staring at the face of a bread bowl and like deciding whether or not you should have it. Just don't even give yourself the option if you don't
Yeah.
have it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So does that all help? Does that kind of
Hmm.
give you tools for the travel thing?
Yeah, it does. And it's just like reminding me. So I had braces for like 3 years, so I haven't had apples or like carrots. Maybe that's why I'm eating them a lot. You probably noticed. But like it's good because I can. And like I try to travel with bananas. Not good. They don't last long. But like apples, like I'll probably actually bring some in my luggage just so I have them. I just thought about that. And that's something that's like durable.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
that'll be like a good one.
Apples, little mandarin oranges,
Oh yeah.
and then as far as veggies go, I usually bring like a bag of snap peas or carrots.
Hmm. I didn't think about that. Yeah, so this will be my first time like traveling with veggies. So I'm gonna probably like do the carrots, maybe see what how bell peppers hold up. So I'll let you guys know if they withstand the travel, but just things that are like easy. Yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait to hear back. All right. What's going on, sis? Tell me all the good things.
I am here. I've been kind of MIA for a couple weeks. I have hardly been on at all. Just a lot of chaos and a lot of I don't want to just because I'm kind of in that being a little rebellious and like nothing's working for me. I'm done. I've had it. It's not working right. But I have so many wins still in that, even in the frustration of no weight loss. As you know, I haven't had any loss. It's funny because like it's still all the things are in the back of my mind. So like I don't eat fast food. One of our youngest kiddo was gonna go get something to eat the other day, and then she was like, "Do you want some?" And I'm like, "Well, where are you going?" She's like, "I'm going to McDonald's." I'm like, "No, I don't want McDonald's. Like I don't want fast food. It's never a desire. We still eat out. We eat out all the time, which you know this, but my eat out choices are always usually really good. So I definitely have wins. Like we found a sourdough bread at Aldi that we like and it has all clean ingredients. And so like we have wins. Like I'm definitely feel like when I was trying to fill out my form earlier, I'm like, I don't have any wins. Like I don't even know. And I think I don't know. I think I put I don't know on my thing. But then I sit and I think about it, I'm like, well, yeah, no, I have a win there. That was a win. That was a win. Like, so there are wins. I definitely am struggling greatly. Life has been really busy. We've had construction on the house for 2 weeks, and so the house has been literally destroyed. And so that alone provides a lot of chaos. And then one of our kiddos had a baby the other day, so it's just been chaos with all that. So it's just been busy and chaotic, and so lots of things happening, and I always seem to have a lot of pots on the burner. And when you have too many pots, sometimes those pots get ignored and forgotten, and that's definitely where I'm at. So all of this has gone to the sidelines because I'm like running 1,000 miles an hour, and yeah,
Well, first of all, congratulations on being here. I'm glad you came. Thank you for showing
thanks.
up and for sharing.
Yes.
Secondly, I can definitely relate to just like having so many things going on and almost resisting rest.
Mm,
Because there's a part of us that if you're not doing something, then we're not progressing or we're not accomplishing something. And God forbid we shouldn't be accomplishing something because then we're just wasting time and daylight. And there's those are not renewable resources, right? So at least that's how I feel about it. So I totally understand that. What I'm hearing though is part of your victories is that despite all of this chaos, like your default was still not McDonald's. It was
mhm.
still, you know,
Yep.
eating vegetables. It was still getting protein. Those it's not like all of this chaos caused you to completely like go AWOL and like
Mm,
intentionally self-sabotage. Your default is still so much better. And granted, I know you've got a long history with improving your food and you didn't come to me eating like Casey's pizza for every meal. Like I understand that too.
right.
But
Yeah.
that could have been the default in
Yeah.
chaos, and it
Right.
isn't. So I think that's a major, major victory too. And also just remembering that life is very cyclical. And I think that's, even if you just look in the Bible, like God creates cycles for life. Everything runs on a cycle, right? Hours in the day, days in the week, weeks in the month in the year, menstrual cycles, like all of those things are very cyclical. And same thing with just like chaos and downtime. There's going to always be periods where there's a huge wave and a rush of chaos, and then there's a lull before the next wave comes in. And really just learning to let those waves wash over us and stand our ground firmly in the things that we know still serve us, like the quality of food that you're eating during the rush of the wave, and then come up for air, regroup in the lull in between. So if you're in the wave right now, if you're in the chaos, just know that there will soon be opportunity to regroup. Just because a couple things go, maybe there's a stumble foot here and there, doesn't mean you've totally lost your footing and you're like washed up. I'm really going far with this metaphor, but do you see kind of what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So keep doing what you're doing. I'm in no way like disappointed in you for being a couple weeks behind. I'm just doing my part of holding you accountable like you told me to. And I totally understand the chaos of life. So keep doing the things that you are now defaulted to. I think that's great. And then when we have that lull, then we can step into more learning and more growing and pursuing that step better. But during the chaos, just hold our ground. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can I
Um,
just say thank you for like, because it's hard to come on when you've not been around, and it's hard when you're struggling to say, hey, I feel like I'm failing. I know that like the expectations are out there. I have them, you have them, whatever. And I signed up for this, and clearly I'm not as successful in it right now as I wanted to be, but here I am. So thank you for at least like on the days that, because you don't want to come. You don't want to show up when you're not doing as good as what you want to be. So I appreciate the fact that you're at least still very welcoming, and you remind us that we're not perfect and it's okay. So I appreciate that. So I just wanted to say thank you for that.
I pray this episode was helpful to you, my friend. If so, could you do me a massive favor and take 30 seconds to write a review? This is the best way to bless me big and help more people learn just how simple eating healthy consistently can be. And if you want more value-packed info from me, head to coachrain.com and sign up for the weekly harvest. My weekly emails filled with recipes, how to use food as medicine, biblical nutrition, and more. That's coachreign.com for all the goods. Blessings until next time, sis. Toodles.